Bertemu kembali. Pusat Kreativiti dan Inovasi Global Malaysia atau MaGIC dilancarkan secara bersama oleh Perdana Menteri Datuk Seri Najib Tun Razak dan juga Presiden Amerika Syarikat Barack Obama pada April selepas 4 bulan. Di mana kedudukan MaGIC dan apa yang telah dicapai setakat ini. Bersama saya bagi membincangkan perkara ini adalah Ketua Pegawai Eksekutif MaGIC, Cheryl Liu. Cheryl, thank you so much for joining us at this time. Now, first of all, I would like to recap a little bit what Prime Minister has said during GES 2013. He said that MaGIC would be a one-stop shop for entrepreneurs with everything from getting financing from banks or venture capital to incubators for developing startups, from intellectual property registration to facilities from training, coaching and also mentoring. So maybe you can share with us the mission and vision MaGIC and what it has done so far and the coming future, the plan.
Absolutely. Yeah, sounds Jatra and Najib, thanks for having me here.
Thank you.
So yeah, I think we have been, after the officiation by Prime Minister and President Obama, we have taken the time to really understand the local landscape in Malaysia for the entrepreneurs. And we have come up with a very core mission and vision statement. We want to catalyze Malaysia as the startup capital of Asia. And so our mission here is to increase the number of local companies, Malaysian companies, that can go take their companies to the regional and global platform.
And in terms of challenges, because you've been to Silicon Valley before, so how do you foresee the challenges for the coming future?
Yeah, I think a lot of Malaysian companies are still very local based, so we want to bring them beyond the jago kampung mentality to expand their businesses regional, because we have the right talent, we have the right platform in Malaysia, we can do it and build our own MNCs.
So what does it take for us to be as good as regional or global player, because we know that the competition out there is very competitive and very fierce out there? What does it take?
Yeah, so I think today technology has really globalized a lot of platforms, making it very even play for all of us, right? So I think if our grandfathers and fathers invested in rice, they foresaw rice being the big thing, or tin, metal, our young generation need to invest in technology to be able to scale our products to take it to the global platform. And so we just have to learn the right skills and tools to use that to bring our companies to the next level.
Will we bring our local entrepreneurs who are successful out there with their startup business, say for instance in the US market or other regional markets, to be the mentor for those, the new companies?
I think we have a lot of really good entrepreneurs here. So one of the issues is that we have a lot of success stories, but maybe they're not told as much. So as part of MaGIC's mandate, we have 3 mandates actually. One is as a connector. We connect the dots. There's a lot of resources out there. There's actually 74 government agencies providing resources and programs for entrepreneurs. So we're mapping it all up from the public sector and the private sector to enable people to navigate the ecosystem well, because there's a lot of grants, there's a lot of programs, right? The second mandate is to fill in the gaps through education, acceleration, as well as global exposure. So we're taking entrepreneurs to Stanford, to Silicon Valley to see what it's like there and come back and infuse the mentality here. And the third mandate is the storytellers. So we want to tell these success stories to inspire the rakyat so that they know that they can do it too.
It's about integrating all the system, all the measures that we have in place to further boost the industry. So I want to ask you about the benchmark, because you've been to Silicon Valley. How do you see the, in terms of benchmark for our local, say for instance, startup companies? Because some of startup companies in the US and in other countries, their benchmark say to be acquired by Google. For local startup companies, how do you see the benchmark?
Yeah, that's why there's a push to go regional, right? Because in the US market, it's 300 million people. Malaysia has 30 million people, but Southeast Asia has 600 million people.
It's a huge market.
It's a huge market. It's even bigger than the US. If Malaysian entrepreneurs can go regional, Indonesia has 300 million, and we speak Bahasa Malaysia, which is not too far off from Bahasa Indonesia, so we need to push our entrepreneurs to go out of just Malaysia, and I believe we have the talent to do that. In fact, a few companies have already done that, like SoftSpace has the regional market. PictoChart, a startup from Penang, actually has 90% of their market share from the US. So there are stories where successful Malaysian companies have expanded beyond the local market.
We're gonna also bring all the successful companies from the regional from the region to come to MaGIC as well, right?
Oh, so yeah, that is next year's MaGIC's next year's focus is that we're going to start an ASEAN accelerator at MaGIC, where we're opening up doors. So any companies from around ASEAN can come to Malaysia and MaGIC at Cyberjaya to start their company. And this is in conjunction with the fact that Malaysia is hosting the ASEAN Leadership Summit next year. So this will be a main focus of MaGIC.
So we have a few months before we end 2014. What sort of programs in the pipeline?
We have a lot of exciting programs coming up. So every month there's something for everyone. So September we are hosting Great 2014, which is a big entrepreneurial 3-day event where we are serving 6 major sectors like agriculture, food entrepreneurs, creative entrepreneurs, women entrepreneurs, and so on and so forth. So we're expecting 5,000 aspiring entrepreneurs to come to that event. The website for that is gogreat.my. And then in October, we're launching the MaGIC Startup Academy. We're expecting 1,000 entrepreneurs to learn high-growth skills to take their companies to the next level, to the regional global platform.
All right, we have less than 1 minute. We are approaching the 2015 budget. So maybe as CEO of MaGIC, your wish list for the budget?
My wish list is that the government, which is already really supportive in entrepreneurship, will continue to support MaGIC through the ASEAN movement. So to literally put Malaysia on the map to make it the startup capital of Asia. So to support the ASEAN Accelerator initiative.
All right, thank you so much, Cheryl. It's a pleasure having you with us at this time. Itu sahaja masa kita ada. Tadi Cheryl Yeoh, iaitu Ketua Pegawai Eksekutif MaGIC, berbincangkan tentang MaGIC bergerak ke hadapan dan juga apa telah dilakukan setakat ini. Sekian sahaja Bisnes AWANI untuk jam ini. Jangan lupa ikuti laporan, berita tempatan dan juga antarabangsa di laman web kami astroawani.com. Anda juga boleh memuat turun aplikasi Astro AWANI di Google Play Store dan juga App Store. Hantarkan juga pandangan anda ke media sosial kami. Saya Najib Arif. Teruskan setia bersama Astro AWANI, berita segenap dimensi. Assalamualaikum dan salam hormat.